Hello friends, so welcome to this second video on external quality assessment. Here in this video we will see about the material that is used for external quality assessment. So as we have seen, the external quality control material is being supplied by some external agency. It requires stringent condition for transportation from one place to another place. This material needs to be very stable. So whenever we choose a external quality assessment scheme, we need to see towards the material for this purpose. So whenever a EQA program is chosen, the sample matrix should be looked into. The EQA program should have appropriate matrix. The matrix should be stable and in a homogeneous material. The concentrations of the test parameters should be at appropriate level. The samples should be supplied at appropriate frequency. That is, the frequency of EQA material or EQA testing should be appropriate. It should not be very frequent or it should not be too long. Now, what are the types of matrix that are available or that can be seen in EQA material? The first one is frozen human serum or lyophilized human serum and stabilized liquid serum. We will see all this material one by one. First of all, let us see what is frozen human serum. It is the human serum. The liquid is frozen directly, which is called liquid frozen material. What are the characteristics of this frozen human serum? It is the most ideal matrix can be used for EQA, but it is very expensive. It is difficult to obtain different concentration levels. As it is a normal human serum, it is very difficult to obtain a material at different concentration level without spiking. The stability is one of the main issues with this frozen human serum. It is very unstable. The storing and transport of this frozen human serum is very expensive and it is very difficult to maintain the cold chain. Finally, there is a danger of contamination, as these are the natural human serums or frozen human serums. There is always a chance of contamination. The next type of matrix is lyophilized human serum. Lyophilized human serums are the freeze-dried material. These are also prepared from human serum. They are also very similar to the patient specimen. They have good long-term stability, very easy to transport. The drawbacks are they are expensive and requires reconstitution, which may involve several types of reconstitution error. There is also chances of denaturation of proteins and lipoproteins which are present in the material. The next type of material is stabilized liquid serum. Now, the stabilized liquid serum are ready to use and very easy to prepare or require no preparations. They have great matrix effect. The only drawback is long-term stability is a issue because they are not stable for long period. Now, whenever we choose a EQA material, we have to choose the EQA material at appropriate concentration level. The EQA material should cover range of concentrations. It should not be only around reference interval of an analyte, but it should cover the complete measurement range of the method. Now, what are the important points when we choose a EQA program? There are certain important points while choosing a EQA program. The most important is availability. The EQA material should be readily available. The EQA agency or the EQA providing authority should be having a good supply chain and should be able to supply the material within time period at specific locations. The EQA agency should be able to describe the method which is being used in the laboratory. It involves the analytical principle, the instruments used in the laboratory, the reagents which are used by the laboratory, and the calibrator or standardization should be same as the laboratory is using. The next important point is EQA program is analytical goals. The EQA agency should be able to define what is the right value, what is the true value, and what is the correct value of the analyte. As we know, EQA is a measure of accuracy. It should be able to define a target value. it should be a correct value, and equa material should be assayed by reference method, by reference laboratory, and higher order it should be traceable to the higher order method and to the secondary reference calibrator. Whenever we choose a equa program, the equa program should be able to report the results with respect to the statistical analysis. They should be able to provide overall mean, median, mode, instrument mean, peer mean. They should be able to provide the acceptable range, the analytical range around the central value, which forms a tool for review of equa results. It should provide a simple tool to allow a rapid standardized assessment of equa results in both numerical and graphical report format. A result outside the acceptable range should alert the laboratory that their assay may produce results that are at high risk of detrimentally affecting clinical decision making. Now, when we speak about the equa material or the equa matrix, there are specific storage conditions for each type of equa material. The reconstitution part we have already seen in IQC reconstitution. In the third video of the series on internal quality control material, the reconstitution should be carried out as per the manufacturer's instructions and as per specific diluent provided with the equa material. So this was all about the equa material used in the external quality assessment. So keep following the series on external quality assessment for the upcoming videos. Thank you.